Hello YouTube. I want to talk about this knife that I made myself, and I thought to make a video about it because I think it's very interesting, and everybody who is interested and like to do uh, his own projects, I think will like. So that's the knife I made. I made it out of the same lawnmower blade. It's absolutely the same, and actually that's the actual hole where the blade is connected with the bolt. So yeah, but let me tell you how I did everything and what tools I used. I used angle grinder, drill, small barbecue. What else? And pretty much that's it. First I started with cutting off the shape as close as I could from the original lawnmower blade, and it was twisted because it's with angles, the original angles from the lawnmower blade. After that, what I did is I heated up in the small barbecue I have. I left it to cool down, and because it wasn't hardened anymore, I drilled the holes for the pins over here, and I also drilled quite a few more holes just to make the knife lighter. And also you can see I can say it's very balanced. I didn't expect that I will have this result at the end, but yeah, and it's quite thick, and the grind for the edge, I think it's convex. And when I had the holes, I grinded the edge as much as I could. You can see here. And after that, I heated up again and cooled it down rapidly in the water. And the method I used, I saw on YouTube. I heat up the whole blade, but mostly I heat up this part here, and I use a magnet until, and I was heating up the blade until it starts catching the magnet, and I was careful not to overheat the edge over here, and the end result was surprisingly good. I used a file and I couldn't scratch that part after it was cooled down in the water, so I thought it's pretty good for the first blade I ever made. And after that, I left only the blade for 1 hour in the oven, but that's a procedure that you can find. And the material for the handle I used, it was old tool handles, because I thought that probably they are hardwood, and I think they are, because the handle is pretty strong and sturdy. And I used copper wire for the pins, and in between I put epoxy, and it's holding up pretty strong. After that I sanded it and shaped it, and now it's very even everywhere, so it's really nice and comfortable in hand. And the design, probably it's obvious that it's Blind Horse or Battle Horse PLSK1, but I made it like I dropped the point a bit more, because I think that will suit me better. And now when I work in the, I use it quite a lot in the kitchen. It's really, I don't want to cut that. It's really comfortable to use and work with, but because of the thickness of the blade, it's a bit difficult to use it on wood processing. And the size, for a size comparison, I have my small Victorinox. You can see the size. It's not very large knife, but it's heavy because of the thickness of the blade. And what else I wanted to say? I'm very happy with the end result and with this knife. But the only problem I have, maybe it's because I did it outdoors, and it doesn't hold the edge very long, for a very long time. It doesn't have long edge retention. But still, for the first try and for the first knife ever, it's pretty good. And on the handle I use some linseed oil. So yeah. And I have a next project. I'm thinking to get a cheap machete, and it's half of the thickness of this one. And I think to make one out of machete blade, to be lighter, more agile, and maybe I'll make it a little bit smaller. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, let me guys know what you think about this knife. And yeah, I send it a little bit more over here. So yeah, let me know what you think. If somebody wants to try and make one, let me know. I will help you as much as I can. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.